Wait, do brands not want to be associated with a conference that's bringing US culture war trash to Canada? Sure looks like it. Because since I reported on this last week, even more brands have dropped off the sponsor page for this event. This is what their sponsor page looked like on Friday before my first video on this. And today, it looks like this. CPKC, MasterCard, Bruce Power, the Canadian Bankers Association, and Sun Life have all dropped off the page. Though weirdly enough, only one of them, Bruce Power, has confirmed they actually pulled their funding, so it would be super cool if the other brands answered my emails and clarified whether they just took their logo off the page to avoid backlash, or if they actually pulled their funding. Because to date, more than 6,000 people have signed a petition opposing this event, called the Canada Strong and Free Regional Networking Conference 2024. You know, the one that's bringing Rufo to Canada to talk about wokism. He's a guy behind some of the worst US culture war moral panics. Like, he basically wrote the book on opposing learning about racism. In fact, a paper from the London School of Economics found that the debate that Rufo kicked off about that, quote, does in fact constitute a racialized moral panic. And when he's not busy drumming up moral panics around racism education, he also likes to attack learning about gender and diversity. Like here, where he's celebrating a bunch of books on gender going into the dumpster, which is definitely something that people who are very secure in their beliefs do. Anyways, I've reached out to every sponsor above the partner level for this event, but only a few actually got back to me. Bruce Power was the only one that confirmed they pulled their name and their funding, adding that for them, this was the right thing to do. Meta, on the other hand, basically both sides of the issue and ghosted when I asked follow-up questions. While the Canadian Bankers Association told me they'd get back to me, were suddenly removed from the sponsor page after my email, but said no comment when I asked if they actually pulled their funding. And that's kind of the key question here, because beyond brands like Coca-Cola and DoorDash who are just pretending that none of this is happening, it's kind of an important distinction to understand whether the brands who pulled their names actually pulled their funding. I'd love to know, and those brands have my emails. A lot of them. What do you think of all this?